ACC President and CEO Cal Dooley met with Senator Rob Portman and business leaders at a recent event on Capitol Hill to discuss the importance and the impact of increasing U.S. chemical exports.
Our industry constitutes about 12% of all U.S. exports. We're the leading export industry in the United States. And we have some opportunities, though, to even further expand upon that.
At the event, Dooley unveiled an American Chemistry Council report, Keys to Export Growth for the Chemical Sector, which identifies policy recommendations in areas such as trade, energy, tax regulation, and transportation that would make the U.S. chemical sector even more competitive.
Energy is one of those that we're looking at in this report. We find that we're going to have an additional $15 to $20 billion in exports. But also, if we manage our regulatory system correctly, we're going to see the ability to also capitalize on up to $16 billion in additional export. You know, part of this is ensuring that we're not only making sure we got the regulatory policies right to maximize the production of our domestic energy supply, including natural gas, but making sure we're also putting in place the infrastructure that's going to be important. We also are very concerned in making sure that we are putting in place the appropriate taxes. We have an opportunity to capitalize on further trade liberalization. When we look at the ultimate benefit to exports, if we include it and we're able to see all of these different policies that I've referenced adopted that are part of our report, it could provide another $58 billion in export growth.
Senator Portman agreed that ACC's five-point plan is a huge opportunity for the U.S. economy as a whole.
The bottom line is we're not exporting nearly as much as most of our global competitors. Our exports per GDP can be increased dramatically. The President's talked about doubling exports. That's just a start. We should definitely do it. But it is crazy that we're not moving forward with trade promotion authority so we can negotiate new trade opening agreements. And that's one thing this Council's been on from the very start. When Cal joined the Council, I've noticed they were even talking about it more because he gets it, and he championed this when he was in Congress. So I urge the administration again today to request trade promotion authority to work with us on it and to ensure that we can indeed begin to create more jobs for American workers, farmers, service providers by expanding markets.
Craig Morrison, President and CEO of Momentive Performance Materials Holdings, a global leader in specialty chemicals and materials, said that ACC's keys to export growth are designed to promote innovation and greater competitiveness and will create a ripple effect across the entire United States economy.
Everywhere you go in the world, they're vying for your capital investment and your dollars. And for companies, those are decisions that are economically based. If we want those investments, if we want the growth, we need to be competitive. And I think the five-point program that the ACC is rolling out here is really key to making this economy, this country, competitive.
Chairman, President, and CEO John Parro of the Hallstar Company, a U.S. chemical manufacturer, said that the high rate of innovation at medium-sized companies like his can often be disproportionate to size, and unrestrained access to sophisticated international buyers would increase demand for product.
What we're looking for in this, and the reason we're so interested and happy to be participating today, is level playing fields with regard to trade and with regard to regulatory policy, allow us to get at clients and sell these highly technical buyers highly sophisticated products. And between that and the energy, which allows us to make those sophisticated products at home here in the U.S., we can export substantially.
The American chemical industry employs nearly 790,000 men and women, and of those jobs, over 200,000 are export dependent. ACC's report reflects the chemical industry's commitment to leading the charge to establish a business and regulatory environment that will stimulate economic growth, boost U.S. export performance, and create good jobs.
When we have the opportunity to see the ability to expand our exports, it's going to contribute to increased economic growth, increased capital investment that's going to create more jobs and opportunities for the citizens of the United States.
To read ACC's full report on the Keys to Export Growth for the Chemical Sector, click the link below.